It's the OCG Fam Show. When you're pushing really hard in your grow to get the most you can out of your plants, how do you keep yourself safe? Let's talk about it. Hey there! Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show. Welcome to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it after the show. Right now, let's just get into the show. Yesterday, we had a good clip, in my opinion. We were talking about using BK to push your herc, to get more herc into your grow, to push harder on your grow, and how there can be some consequences from that, from pushing too hard, getting into some tip burn, and how you manage that thing. But we also, in that clip, and I didn't mention it at the start of that clip, but if you watch the clip, you saw it, we talked about how you can push by doing LEDs and things like that, where you have a situation where it's not a tip burn thing where you're getting too much nutrition, but a situation where you're pushing with your BK or your lights, LEDs, that sort of thing, and getting not enough nutrition. And today I'm going to take the other side of that, of using a kind of a backstop with working with one shot to make sure you have enough nutrition in there for your plants. I thought it was an interesting clip. Scott and I, right after we talked about the one yesterday, we went into this thing. So I'd like you to watch the clip. I'll talk to you after. So, if you're experimenting with, just a side issue, if you're experimenting with pushing your BK and your herc to see how far you can go, would you put some one shot in before you did that?
Well, I mean,
or is that going to cloud the issue?
No, I think one shot saves a lot of people's butt. I mean, when they don't know how that plant's responding to every single feed, or we have a few, especially with these new lights. Again, it's like they're so efficient. The plants are eating so efficiently that even if you're pushing with BK and pushing with all these nutrients, they're still ending up with low ppms, and that's where that one shot just builds in that reserve, takes out the guesswork if you're giving them enough, because if you're not, they're going to access it. If you are giving them enough, it just will slowly release and not be really all that much absorbed by the plant, in the sense where you're never going to really burn with one shot because it's present. More than anything, you'd waste one shot because it's not needed.
Okay. But it's
Most
just
people
gonna
find that they need it, and they are very pleased by even just like a half dose. They're like, man, it really took the guesswork out of my slurries. I never really hit that 150 to 200 mark anymore. They just kind of skate right at that 300, 350, and they're always happy.
And this isn't going to cloud the issue as far as seeing what's going on with your plants. It's just going to be a backstop to save you from starving them. So you're still going to see what's going on with them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just going to prevent you from having to chase PPMs. I mean, the folks who get behind the hungry plant, like they drive them and they're doing the, reducing the inputs to save some money. Well, that's great, but now you have 100 parts per million, and good luck trying to feed them enough. They just, once the plants start eating, they want to eat. And once you take the food away, they didn't want to not still eat, they just still want to eat, and now you're taking away their food source, so they get pissed.
And this is not like you're giving them Captain Crunch to keep them alive. This is still solid,
steak and potatoes,
broad-based.
I mean, these guys are eating the full gamut meal, and they're athletes. So all of a sudden you've got this super athlete that's getting 22 eggs to drink every day, and now he has to drink
he's flying high now.
Vitamin drink, fucking Ensure. Here's your Ensure, or your gallon of raw eggs you're going to eat for protein. You give him Ensure that he's going to become emaciated and sickly real fast. Okay, huzzah! Okay, what do you think of that? Informative, entertaining, helpful? Have you worked with using one shot in a bottle grow? Is that something you're interested in hearing more about? Did it bring up any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about, or is there anything else you want to talk about? Throw in the comments and we'll get after it. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.